Okay, today we are going to go over the easiest way to get some new leads in 2026 with the new year just fresh, and we can message our contact list to get our pipeline nice and filled up. So what you'll do is if you have a MyBrokerPro account or a GoHighLevel account, I would recommend trying this out. No automations or anything required. It's super easy and takes about maybe 5 minutes. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to log in, and then first you're going to head over to your contacts. Then all you're going to do, I've selected calendars, 1 second, contacts. Next, what you're going to do is select all contacts. So you're going to head over here, use this button. You can see this just selected 20, so the first page. You're going to want to make sure you do select all. So that selects your entire contact list. And I'd recommend, looking around to increase this number, like download a list from your Outlook or your Gmail for contacts. Your cell phone is probably a gold mine for contacts as well. So if you upload those and you think about a conversion rate of like 2%, so 100 people, that means possibly 2 good leads in there, right? So if you've got 1,000 or 3,000 contacts in your phone and it's just your pride getting in the way of messaging them, I'd say 2026 is a great year to put that aside and just send a nice message for the new year here to get some warm leads. Okay, so what we did, we selected all the contacts here. We made sure we selected all the contacts. And then you can see here, there's an option to send an email, but unlike us, our clients don't really live in their emails and their inboxes as much as we do. Like as entrepreneurs, I pretty much live for my Gmail inbox, but as clients, they live for their cell phone. So you're going to want to click on this more and then do send SMS, which is send a text message. You're going to click on that. A new window will come up and ask you, what is this action name? So what is it that you're doing? So I'm just going to say this is a Happy New Year SMS. And then you're going to pick the phone number that you've registered with your system. So remember, you can go to previous videos and see in your settings to purchase a phone number. You do have to get them A2P registered in Canada for anti-spam legislation. So that can take a couple days. You might want to get started now if you haven't done that. So once that's eligible and you have your phone number and it's registered, you can select it here. If you've created a template, great, you can pick it from here. Otherwise, you can start from scratch. And the message we're going to do today is very simple. So all you're going to do is hi. And then this little tag down here allows you to put what's called a custom value, which allows you to pick the client's first name without having to type individually and text your entire phone list. Hi, John. Hi, Jane. Hi, Chad. That would take you a couple hours, but in this case, it could take you just a few minutes. So as you can see here, hi, contact first name, and then comma. I'm going to say Happy New Year. And then I would just put, this is Sarah Matu from Mortgage Company, because you want to tell them who you are. Because if you purchase a new phone number in your CRM, they likely have your cell phone number on file and not this number. So they're going to be like, who the heck is this person? And think it's spam, right? So you definitely want to say your name for anti-spam legislation purposes as well, and your mortgage company or your company name. So this is Sarah Matu from Mortgage Company. I just wanted to reach out to let you know I have a new business number. And in this case, I would put this one here. So the 289. So I'll just put 555 for now. And then, but I still have my cell phone as well. And then you can put your cell phone number here too if you want to tell them. If you could update my contact details, that would be awesome. If you or any of your friends and family need a mortgage this year, don't hesitate to reach out. That's it. So basically you're just doing like an intro to your entire contact list. Like, hey, Hey Jane, Happy New Year. This is Sarah Matu from Mortgage Company. I just wanted to let you know that I have a new business number because they're not going to recognize it, so you'll put it here. But I still have my cell phone number as well, and you can list your cell phone so that they can have both, because in a contact phone, you can usually have a cell and a business number. They won't realize that the number you're giving them is a CRM number, so don't think too much into that. Just think of this as your new business line, and now they can reach out to you on both, and that they know that you have two contact methods. But this is nice. It's an excuse to message all these people, right? You don't have to overthink this too much. This gives you an excuse to message potentially thousands of people in your contact list, especially with it being the new year. And then I just say, if you could update my contact details in your phone, that'd be great. If you or your friends, family need any mortgages this year, don't hesitate to reach out. And for me, I always like to say cheers at the end of my signatures, but of course, make this your own, right? So then down here, you can see attach a file. I've heard some people adding like an image where like, hey, coffee's on me, and they attach a Starbucks coupon code or anything like that. You can do whatever, maybe even a picture of you to jog memory. Then here you can see the mode. It says send all at once, send at scheduled time, send in drip mode. So you could have even scheduled this before the Christmas holiday, or your assistant could have, so that it was scheduled to send on January 7th or whatever day you decide. Of course, I encourage you to pick days where you're not going to annoy your contact list. I wouldn't have messaged people on January 1st, but sometime in the first week or second week of the new year is a great time to do something like this, or Bank of Canada updates, things like that. So in this case, I would suggest send all at once. And then it says here that it's going to be performed over a period of time, which it just takes a couple seconds to do a bulk action and send hundreds or not, if not thousands of texts. And then you confirm here, I have consent to message these people. This is important to put in each contact. If they have opted out of your messages, this won't go through even though you select it all. So in GoHighLevel, this is called DNS, do not do not send or something like that. But basically like they replied stop, so they don't want to hear from you. So it won't send to them even though you've selected your entire list, because it has the DNS checked off in the contact. But if you're purchasing a list or something like that too, you're going to want to make sure you have consent from people before you send them any messages. And then in this case, all you would do is send SMS. Now, I'm not going to do this because this is my demo account, but send SMS. As soon as you do that, a new window will open and say that the bulk action is in progress. And then you're probably like, okay, well, how do I figure out how to get there? You can go up here to bulk actions to look at the progress of it. And then you can click to see here. So the last thing I did was import a contact list. So you can check out the stats and statistics from here. But I do encourage you, when you open this up and look at it, to, if you know you just sent a couple hundred, if not thousands of text messages, just make sure that you're close by your computer and your CRM for the next few hours or days, that you're reminded to check your conversation history so that you can go in and see all of those replies back and forth. So if you're in GoHighLevel here, if you go into conversations, you can see anything that's been unread. If somebody did respond to you, you'll see all of your messages as well saying the Happy New Year. And then you'll see a chronological view of what those conversations are, the text back and forth, the calls, the recordings, anything like that. That's one cool thing GoHighLevel does. So you'll be able to see that, yes, it went through, and if they answered or not as well. If you're not used to using the CRM, I do encourage you to turn on your notifications in the notification settings in here. You go to, I believe is it my staff maybe? Under your My Profile, and there's a setting where you can turn on notifications in here. And then just going back to the phone system, if you're not A2P or purchased a phone yet, you head into phone systems here. You purchase a number, depending on where you are, it can be anywhere from a couple dollars, like $1.50 to $2 or something like that per month. And messaging's pretty cheap as well. I consider it a marketing expense. I'd much rather text people than host like a Facebook ad or something. So for me, if I send out 710 text messages, it's about $13 Canadian. And in here, you'll always have like your wallet, and you'll be able to break down your costs of what these text messages are costing you, or any other features in the CRM. So that's really helpful as well. But yeah, some people are like, well, I don't want to send out texts. And it's like, it's a pretty cost-effective way, a couple cents per text message to get into your client's hand versus an email that may go to spam or just not get opened. So to me, it's worth it 100 times over. But yeah, just another method. So if you have any questions on that, again, just to recap, you're going to head over to your contacts. You're going to make sure you have a phone number. It's H2P registered or else it won't send. You're going to select all your contacts. Make sure you hit this little select all so that everyone is captured, not just the first 20 in the pages. Hit more and then send SMS. You give it an action name. That's just so you can keep track of it in that bulk action so that you can hey, what did I do here on January 7th? The phone number you want to do, a template. If you do this every single year, you could make a template out of it. You put your message. Again, I do encourage you to use custom values. So it says hi first name, send all at once or schedule it. I would just go ahead and send it all at once and confirm. Now, another trick too, when you send a message from SMS, sometimes it says by standards, it says reply stop to unsubscribe. At the agency level, we can actually remove that, but we do really need you to make sure you have your name and your company name in there as well. I just find sometimes when it says reply stop to unsubscribe, it just gives them an option to reply stop because it looks like it's automated or spam. So if you're in our agency, let us know and we can turn that off with your permission at the agency level too. And then that way it won't say reply stop at the bottom of the text message. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys again next week and we'll chat soon. Bye.